Good to see everybody.
I forget how tall you are.
Yeah.
I just
I'm so
forget.
glad to see people.
I
I'm
know.
so glad to see people.
I know. Give it up. Okay.
We're not live, right?
No, we're not live. Yeah.
Okay. What if I told you it was
Wait, I love that you're singing
Come on,
that.
sing. Just a little bit.
Do I know the words? Would you believe me?
Yeah, I was in the wrong
Is that
key.
it?
Yes, that's it.
Oh, I was
Would you agree?
Would you agree?
No, would you believe? Would you
Okay,
agree?
here's the thing.
Yeah.
How are you with memorizing things?
Okay, so we're even.
Okay,
great.
I
All right,
was like, I am not good
But
at
that song
memorizing
means
things.
so much to me because
Really?
Yeah. When I first did my play here in LA, it was the first time I was driving home. That song came on the radio. I was in tears because it was a moment, a great moment for me. So yeah, you mean that much to me. I love it. So, I'm sorry. Go on. Let's do this interview. Yeah.
I love that song did that for you. I have songs like that in my own life that I'm like, oh, that's the song that like inspired me. I love that. I have to say this. I did not know that you had a house in Wyoming. I didn't know that you lived in Wyoming as well. I live in Montana as well.
Yeah,
I have a
yeah.
ranch in Montana, so I didn't know that you had a place in Wyoming. You like it up there? You like the snow, all that?
Yeah, I knew about your ranch, but you didn't know about mine.
I didn't.
Yeah,
I am the worst. I
Yeah.
literally just went to dinner last night and like found out all this information from friends. I don't know things because I'm not on social media. Like I'm on, like I put stuff out and say like, hey, post this or something, but I'm not on it because I
We are
saw
the same
Social
people.
Dilemma and I freaked out.
Yeah, we're the same people. I'm
I
the
don't
same
want to
way.
be that tapped in.
Nope, don't want to be that tapped in. I
Yeah.
don't want to be tracked every 5 minutes. I don't want people to
Yeah.
know everything I'm doing. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
having breakfast. Look at my sandwich. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
But no, Jackson for me is I mean, it's God's country. Big open sky, fresh air. I love the snow. I love being visited by the animals, the views,
Town.
the Teton. Yeah, cute town. Yeah.
Teton. I noticed in your picture, I was like, oh
Yeah.
my God, I've been there. It's beautiful. I went to Montana rather than Wyoming. It's a little less as cold as it gets where you are.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
real cold where you go.
It's real cold. I'm
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
looking to go to Colorado next because
Oh, yeah?
as much as I love Jackson, I wanted more space and
Yeah.
just, I like being alone. I'm a loner by nature. I love being alone.
Me too.
It's-
Everybody thinks that you have to like, and I'm like, I enjoy my alone time because I feel like we're surrounded.
All day.
Not just in the industry. If you're a teacher, if you're whatever you do,
Yeah.
we're always surrounded by
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
It's nice to be alone.
Yeah, and that's I only have one kid though. So
Okay, I have two.
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
a lot for me. Two's a lot.
Well, when you have two, they start to play together.
That's
Then
exactly-
you have time to pee alone.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. You're right. Yeah, but
Like-
I'm one and done for me. But yeah, but no, I love being in Jackson. I love the fresh air. I love it all.
Oh man, it's so nice. I hear that I have moose on my property. You have moose as well?
Yeah.
But your moose.
Well, we're on their property.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, it's all borrowed property. We're all
100
terminal at some point. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. But no, my moose, they stay like in like
I
the
love you
wooded
calling
area.
your moose. Did you
No, my
name
moose,
them?
I own them.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I just mean I see them in like the woods. They don't ever come up to my house, but yours like literally like sit in front of your door.
Oh no, yeah, in front of the door. The first time I ever
They're
saw
dangerous.
one. Yeah, they're very dangerous. I was working out in the gym. The garage doors were open. I'm working out, and this huge shadow passed by. And I go, what is that? It's this moose. He's about 9 feet tall with the antlers and everything.
Rack is huge.
I was like, oh my gosh, but yeah.
Yeah.
And,
They're terrifying.
And there's a place where I sit and write around a little fire pit, and they love it.
Yeah.
He'll go out there and he's tearing up the chairs and all that. So I'm like, listen, you were here first, you can have it. I'll just stay up here in the house. I'm not going out there. Yeah.
I'm not going near that chair. So last time you were here, I thought you said you were like, no, I'm done with Medea. And I love that you brought her back. I feel like we need her. She makes me laugh.
I tell you.
She makes me so happy.
I tell you what happened, and that's exactly why I brought it back. Looking at the pandemic, looking at all the social and civil unrest, looking at all the madness, looking at everything that's happening in the country, I'm like, we need to laugh. All of our smiles were covered up. I'm like, what do I have in my toolbox that will make people laugh? And I open it up, and somebody says, hello. And here we are. And here we are. So yeah, on Netflix. I'm excited.
I know it makes me so happy, and I love. This was specific. It's you spoke about LGBTQ community in this one. I think it's cool. It's a different message for this Medea. Was that really important to you?
Yeah, again, looking at the trauma and the heartache and how much everybody has to say about other people and the way they live their lives. You get one life. Life is short, right? So I wanted to show a gay character coming out to his family, a black family, and they're embracing him and showing him love.
I was going to say I loved that.
Yeah,
I
it's a
loved
great
that it actually
example.
did
It's a
that.
great
It
example.
wasn't like the typical like, oh, it's hard. Because yes, it is hard, you know, for people. I have friends that it was hard for, and some of their family don't talk to them. But some are they embrace it. They love you. It's not a big deal. And I think we don't hear those stories enough.
That's why it was so important for me to show, because I do a lot of work with Covenant House, who over the years, they have, you know, a lot of kids are homeless because they were put out because they were LGBTQ+. And to see...
Can you imagine that? We're both parents.
Horrible.
What?
I don't even know how, listen, I couldn't even imagine the love that I have for my child.
Infinite.
Infinite, you know, and to think because of the way they were born, you would really just discard them. It's shocking to me that people can do that,
Yeah, I don't get that either.
Yeah.
But I think it's really cool that you use a powerful message in such a powerful way, because people love to laugh. They love to, they're already a part of this character. They love the
Thank you, babe. I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. I appreciate it so much. I appreciate it, babe. I've been around a long time.
This is what I love too. Wait, I love that you took Madea and you made these posters. I was dying.
Oh, listen.
Wait, so here are some of the posters. This is the frown. Which is amazing.
Yeah.
Wait, this is Madea.
That's right, you said it right.
Medea.
Yeah.
Oh my God, first of all, wait, keep it up. Guy on the right is the creepiest one of all. It's awesome, it's my favorite one, it's so funny.
Brendan O'Carroll, Mrs. Brown, he's huge in Europe. So
oh my God, I know, I love it. It's amazing, it's so great. And wait, this is awesome too. Shout out to Adele. Madele 90.
Madele.
My favorite thing is you said 90.
90.
She does the
right.
80s.
She does. So Adele did 30. That's Medea's 90-year-old album. So, and her hit song is called Hello.
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 Hello. You should do a music
album. Do a whole album.
Yes, like cover them all.
That's great.
And change it.
Yes.
Wait, speaking of how positive you are, and I love your messages, I love this. You once said negativity screams and positivity whispers.
Yeah.
That is such a powerful statement, and I want you to talk about it a bit, but I also wanted to say it's hilarious to me because there's a song that recently came out. I might say her name wrong, I'm so sorry. Avery Ann, I think is her name, and it's a song called Narcissist. And there was this line in it that's kind of similar. And it's, you lose your voice when you yell too much. And I love that physically you lose your voice when you yell too much, but also you lose your power.
Yeah.
Because I feel like people confuse power and force.
Yes.
Yeah, and so it's like so powerful. The whispering is more powerful than.
I've never seen really powerful people yell, right?
Exactly.
When you're powerful, you make decisions. You don't do all the yelling and screaming, right?
Yeah.
But no, I said that because everything that bombards us all day long is negativity. If you think about it, on your phone, on the news, everything is negativity, and it gets so much attention and so much pickup, right?
Yeah.
But if somebody does something kind for someone, or helps them rebuild a house that burned down, or save someone's dog, or so you don't hear that everywhere, right? So I wish there was more balance of it, because we're bombarded with all the negativity. I wish there was more balance of the positivity, so people could start to feel good. That's why I wanted to bring Madea back.
Me too, and I feel like unfortunately, it's a bit of supply and demand. We have to demand that, because the reason why they supply it is because people.
Yeah, that's what sells.
They like a train wreck. Yeah, it's like they like, and that's unfortunate. But it is a good shift. I think that would be good for society in general.
I would hope so. I'm worried about where we're headed as a society.
Take the wheel.
Yeah, literally.
No,
right?
I had to literally I'm going through, it has been a rough 2 years. I had to literally turn off the news, which I don't like doing because I like to be informed, but it was just too much.
Yeah.
Like I found myself in therapy just bawling for the world, myself, everything. I was like, everything's on fire. I was like, what's happening? Like, you know, but it's not. There are like kind things happening.
But then you have these beautiful beings looking at you, your kids, who you, if you hadn't been through that, you know, they wouldn't be here, right?
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
And you have to constantly refocus on, this is good, this is okay, I'm okay, and tell yourself, you're okay, we're gonna move through this, we're gonna get to a better place. And before you know it, you're there.
Yeah.
I know it sounds like a cliche,
no,
but
it would be easier to move and navigate that though through a more positive kind of society instead of everybody, you know, kind of attacking.